Hey everybody, and welcome to Sick World Theory, a channel dedicated to healing from CFS. We're going to make some art and some music along the way, and we're going to laugh at the whole damn thing. So first things first, the main thrust of the channel initially is going to be I'm going to give live updates on my own CFS recovery journey. I'm going to try and do this every week, and the reason I'm going to be doing this initially is, well, there's a couple of reasons actually. One, I would like to prove to some of the skeptics, some of my fellow sufferers, that healing really is possible. I follow all the Facebook groups, all the YouTube channels, comment sections, all that kind of stuff. And I see from a lot of people skepticism when other people have healed. And a lot of that seems to be geared around people healing and then talking about their journey and then saying, oh, but now I'm a coach, so you can sign up for £100 an hour sessions, or now I run this app and it costs, loads of money and stuff like that. So people think, oh, they're saying about healing because they're trying to make money. And I get it. I understand the skepticism. There's definitely some bad actors out there, and I'm sure we're going to get into that in a few channels because I've found some of them, and I fucking hate them, and they're a disgrace. But what I want to, by sort of live streaming, if you will, week by week, my own attempts at getting better. Like I'm not here to try and I'm not going to create an app that I then charge $100 a month for or anything like that. So hopefully you can take me roughly at face value. Look, I'm just sat here with my guitar as sort of protection because I'm nervous about making YouTube videos. This is not where I thought my life was going to go. But I want to help, and I want to get better myself as well. And I've seen an opportunity to do that by just sharing my story as I go, kind of a live, week by week thing. So the second thing, as I share what I'm doing week by week to try and get better, I'm hoping to be able to provide an example to other people of things that you can do that help. If they work for me, maybe they work for you. I might try some things as well that don't work for me, but by talking through the thought process of why I'm doing something and when I'm doing it, you might then understand, actually, even if it didn't work for me, it's perfect for you. And hopefully when I'm well enough, I'll be able to provide some resources as we go along as well. If it's a PDF tracker of a symptom tracker that I find is really working for me or whatever, then, I can provide that and help some other people. And then the third reason I'm doing this, I'm getting some brain fog. I'm in bed, by the way, because it's been a bad afternoon. I had a busy morning. I went out to the post office and a few other bits. And anyway, I've had to return to the bed and film the first video from bed. So there we go. Raw and honest, as you like. I feel fucking awful this afternoon. But I thought I'd do this anyway. So the third reason, there's a much longer term goal than all of this, which is I want to get better from CFS so that all the knowledge that I've accrued, I can share with people for free forever under a model based on soundness and kindness. And the reason I want to do this is, like, I've done an expensive chronic fatigue course. I'm lucky. I have parents who are able to help me out. Loads of people don't. And this course, all it did was teach me stuff that I'd kind of figured out using body wisdom in myself. All it did was provide a framework and some accountability. And I don't think people should be paying £500 a month for that kind of thing. This stuff should be free on the NHS. But so long as it's not free on the NHS, I want to provide it. If I can get better, I am going to provide any tool that you ever see me talk about that I think will work, will be free forever. There will be no paywalls, no anything. I am an artist as well, and I often think about the Patreon subscriber model. But if I were to do a Patreon, let's say, it would be based off the Blind Boy the Artist, the Patreon model, which is, if you can afford to pay to enjoy the content and the art that he makes, then great, pay. If you can't, it literally doesn't matter at all. Someone else is paying so that you can enjoy that content for free. If it's for me, maybe it'll be a chronic fatigue course. You can do it completely free. There will never be a moment where I say, oh, well, if you're a Patreon subscriber, you get to do an Ask Me Anything every month, because that's preferential treatment to people who have money as opposed to people who are in need, who are sick. So anything I ever do, I'm keeping the options as open as I can because I want to help as many people as I can. But whatever I do forever, it will be totally free, even if there's an option where it says, hey, look, if you're doing well in life and you're earning well, I have costs to cover. If you can do the Patreon, great. So that's my kind of promise. And I suppose this whole thing, it's kind of a protest. It's a protest against the people who try to make money out of people with ME/CFS, because there's some companies out there making fucking bank from sick people. Look, if you're a coach and you're charging 80 quid, 100 quid an hour, that's good. I understand that. You went through this process, you wanted to help people, now you've made it your living. No judgment on you whatsoever. I actually think that's really good. Good for you. What I fucking abhor is these companies charging a fortune for subscriber models, relying on people's desperation, and then even doing podcasts of people who've been on it talking about how desperate they were and how they had to sell the family car to pay for the course, but now they're better from ME/CFS. You don't need to pay money to get better from this condition. You got to do a lot of work, but that's it. And I'm not having it. I don't know how else to say it. I want to make as much ME/CFS information as free, as easily digestible for as many people as possible. That's kind of literally it. And then I suppose the final thing with sick world theory is we are going to get better from this because we are going to form a collective that says nobody anymore should get ME/CFS in the first place. And the reason I say that is I believe that this illness, along with a number of other chronic health conditions which are kind of rising in the modern world, I believe they're a response to the society we've built. So we are all going to get better so that we can join together and we can go to the powers that be and say, look what you fucking did to us. Look how many of us had to suffer. We don't want anyone else to get this condition, okay? And the reason we got this condition is because you made a sick world. And these are the ways that we know we can make a better, healthier world in which nobody ever again has to get so sick that they end up with this label of ME/CFS and lose chunks of their lives. Some people lose their entire lives to this fucking thing, okay? So these are our different steps. I'm going to get better now. I'm going to try and get other people better after that for free forever. That's it. And then after that, we're going to go heal the fucking sick world. So that's why it's called sick world theory, okay? I say theory, it's sick world theorem sounded shit. So we've gone with sick world theory because everything has to be theory these days. So yeah, that's video 1. I am amazed if you got this far. 8 minutes in. I'm going to play you out and I'm going to see you next week. Next week, what are we going to do? We are going to look at where I'm at currently in terms of my health in a little bit of detail. I've had to take a pause. I was working a part-time job and it was too much, so I've kind of cut, I've stopped. It's a period of reflection, and during that reflection I've come up with this idea, and my next reflection will be, what is my next best step right now in order to heal? So I'll be sharing that with everybody. So I'll share what it is I'm doing next, why it is I'm doing it, and what I hope the outcome to be as well, and hopefully you'll learn something along the way. But for now, I hope anybody who's out there who's having a difficult time, I literally know how you feel. I am sat here not feeling fantastic. I'm not having a terrible time of it, but it's tough. And I get you. And we are going to heal. We're going to heal ourselves, heal the fucking world, and play some music.